Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. I can't believe I'm about to say this because of the rich history that this Team of the Season promo has had so many years prior to this one in Ultimate Team. But EA, just end it here. Like, end the Team of the Season promo, end Ultimate TOTS, stop it early, and start releasing Shapeshifter stuff because I think we all just want Team of the Season to end. We had one great chance yesterday for EA to revive a little bit of hype on this game. They failed to do so by not re-releasing the 82x20, maybe with the better requirements there. And honestly, guys, I'm looking ahead now to Shapeshifters because it has to be better than what we've just had, and it already has been. The Season 8 Shapeshifters pass that we're working through right now, I've got more hype for this and wanting to go play Clubs Rush than I do wanting to play some games in Ultimate Team, except for getting Weekend League rewards, of course, even though those are probably going to be absolutely terrible. I want to look forward to Shapeshifters a little bit in today's video. We don't have a ton of leaks yet. I assume more of those are going to be coming today, but I want to set some expectations for when it released 2 years ago. Some of the best parts about Shapeshifters were the unique content that this game right now would so desperately need if it came true this next week of Shapeshifters. Guys, if you want TOTS to end, drop a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. I don't know why I didn't say that twice, but let's get into yesterday's content really quick. It's not going to take us long because yesterday was a very quiet Tuesday with content that really was log on and log off related for a lot of people, man. It's crazy to see you guys joining into the content streams every single day, looking at the content, and then literally 10-15 minutes later, it's just like, yeah, I'm done. And a lot of people leave. It's crazy to see that happen, and it's been so much like that during Team of the Season. Yesterday especially. Christopher Nkunku flashback card. Okay, this card is very cheap, and if you're a Chelsea fan, you're probably loving this, but I just want to kind of put this into perspective. And again, I'm not here to complain the whole entire day because there is some stuff that I want to get excited for with Shapeshifters, but just right now with TOTS, there's a lot of negative stuff. This is the flashback Christopher Nkunku card. This is the card from FIFA 23 that he's flashing back to. EA, all you had to do was drop the same stats on the flashback in FC 25 that he had in FIFA 23. Sure, he has 2 more shooting this year in this card that we have, but 97 pace and 97 dribbling. This card was 5'5". He had finesse, he had technical, and he had outside the foot shot. So, like, if you give him finesse, rapid, and even just the technical that this card has, same playstyle pluses, but with those stats, whew, that would have been amazing. Sure, you could have even made it a little more expensive. That's the type of potential that these SBCs could have, yet they are coming up far short of that. Now, other SBCs that we had yesterday, we had a new 92 plus TOTS trade-in pick. Nothing changed here except for it's only 3 Team of the Seasons needed instead of 4. It still refreshes every single day, and I haven't done one of those in a while because I just finished doing KDB, and all of my high-rated TOTS cards and all the TOTS cards that I was getting lucky enough to pack maybe as 95 rated in Ultimate TOTS were going into that upgrade instead of, imagine putting in 95 rated TOTS cards right now in a player pick like that for a 92 plus. That's one of the things that Team of the Season has been lacking too, is other Team of the Season upgrade packs besides that one that you don't have to turn in Team of the Seasons for. And sure, we have had some here with the Serie A and the different leagues upgrades, like those are cool, but maybe one more other one like that, just like a regular TOTS upgrade every day. Anyways, this is the upgrade pack that we did have yesterday, replacing the 82x20s V1 and V2. It's an 84-7 combo pack, which actually has 10 players in it. But yeah, it is, of course, not great. I did those yesterday, but I know people that are even skipping those because there's not a lot of hype with upgrade packs and with the pack rate right now in this game. For sure, the menu grind 100%. We did have the La Liga TOTS upgrade that was released yesterday, so that was decent to have, of course, with the Liga Portugal upgrade inside of that one. Now, the Evo content yesterday on Tuesday was another place where EA needs to pick up the game. We're going to talk about that for evolutions in terms of Shapeshifters, which we have some hype for, but this 25,000 fully loaded Evo, I mean, it's not terrible. It does give a pretty good boost to passing, and it does give good playstyle pluses. You get the playstyle plus for intercept first, long ball pass second, and then Trivela plus third. But you get anticipate base, incisive, and Trivela base as well. So, I mean, it's not a terrible Evo. You take a look at some of the cards in here that look solid with it, like this Dest. Basically, you want to try to find somebody who doesn't have good passing stats, and this is a great Evo to boost somebody who's got high stats already in some other areas that doesn't have a great passing stat on the card. It gives them a good boost there. Like this Musa Evo for me, man, don't talk about USMNT right now. Holy smokes, smacked 4-0 by Switzerland. That was a tough watch. But like that looks pretty good for him with the intercept playstyle being first. I think this is a good Evo. I might even do this Cuti Romero here, my team of the year center back, that gives him the intercept plus, which he would very much so need. So I think it's an okay Evo. It's not like an insane one, but I like that it's only 25,000 coins. I think maybe though, as I mentioned in the stream yesterday, this could actually be a good Evo for chains in the future, just because of the state that it is. If you have a lower rated card in it, I want to check the overall really quick. If you put in a 92 rated player, obviously it takes you to a 94. What if I put in like an 88 or an 89 Bergvall? Okay, he goes to a 94 as well. Never mind. That might hurt some of the chains for that one there. But that was the Evo from yesterday. At least it's only 25,000 coins, and it was fully very cheap there. New the rush objective, of course, refreshed inside of that part of the game. And I honestly think that was just about it for content yesterday, guys. Nothing else was really massive. There is one thing I want to mention, and this really kind of pertains to today. If you guys are getting your rivals points, you might have noticed a lot of people were tweeting about this. Even EA, I opened up the companion app a couple hours ago, and there was a little notification that popped up from EA themselves that said, yes, we know that Division Rivals rewards have been changed, and it says that there's a pack in there that's Ultimate TOTS or Shapeshifters, and we know this could be opened before Shapeshifters are in packs, so you have the opportunity to even open it early before Shapeshifters are in packs. So basically before Friday content, you can open this guaranteed pack or player picks. There's player picks as well for some of the higher divisions that are Ultimate TOTS / Shapeshifters. So it's kind of like the choice is up to you. The one thing I will say, as I think a lot of people are going to save for when the Shapeshifters are inside of this, there's so many packs, so many cards in packs right now. Obviously 60 plus team of the season cards for Ultimate TOTS. Is it really going to help you get better rewards if you save this pack? I mean, it's going to be interesting to at least try and see how the weight is, but there could be a shout for trying to open the Ultimate TOTS pack before Shapeshifters come into packs, because that means a smaller player pool. Of course, no Shapeshifters in it, but we've seen packs like this be glitched before. That's one thing that I'm really curious with this, and we'll find out tomorrow shortly after rewards if there is some sort of glitch or anything like that with the weight on these packs, because the Shapeshifters are not in yet. I think back to the season packs in FC24 last year from the season where you got like a choice of certain players from certain leagues, and since there weren't very many players from those leagues and they weren't really released yet, there were some that were yet to come out. Remember like packing those TOTS Moments cards like Sun and Varane from that season pack. It was like a level 20 or level 25 pack. Like that sort of situation could potentially happen here. We'll just have to see. So that's one thing I did want to mention with that one. Now, let's move on to Shapeshifters and let's get straight into the conversation, because that's what I'm ready to talk about after yet again another very frustrating day of team of the season. We still have 2 more days to go, Wednesday today and Thursday tomorrow as well. But Ultimate TOTS had one good thing about it. The end of an era SBCs. Those 3 right there, Modric, Muller, and De Bruyne. That was the best thing about Ultimate TOTS, hands down. We did have a nice cup as well, but Shapeshifters needs to pick up the slack that the past weeks of Team of the Season has been leaving us feeling on this game. And the season pass, as I mentioned in the intro to the video, and as we've been talking about, has been a good start. Like this has been, I have played more Clubs Rush. I played Clubs Rush for the first time ever this last week. Starting into the season, I played manager and player career objectives to get this SP. I'm motivated to grind this because the rewards that I see in here and the speed at which you can upgrade. I know we talked about it in yesterday's video. It seems like it's too fast, or it seems like it's a mistake. People are now already up here at like level 25. I'm trying to get to level 20 so I get that boost. Up to level 24 here very soon, hopefully without buying the store packs. I don't want to go into that sort of coin loss just to get up to the end of the season pass faster. But like, I'm actually motivated to grind this because the cards that are at the end, I want to try that Kaká. I want to try that Rafael Leao. I want these Evos and to try out these players like this Oblak, Magnan, or Kobel. Again, here at level 25, I don't know who I'm going to take. Maybe the Xhaka. You know, I'm interested in this season pass, and a lot of it is the Shapeshifter cards that I've already got that interest me. But I want to do a little research and look forward to Shapeshifters a little bit more by looking back at the last time this promo was dropped in this game, FIFA 23, which a lot of us think back to FIFA 23 as one of the last good games, or the most recent game that was pretty good in terms of content. I'm not taking gameplay into consideration really at all. FIFA 23 had the World Cup stuff, and Shapeshifters in 23 actually kind of slapped. Now, I think there's 3 things that honestly EA need to hear us say and hear us talk about, and kind of note that we're excited for 3 things that can make Shapeshifters good. The first thing is Shapeshifter icons, and remember how they had like 2 versions of Shapeshifter icons back then as well. Like, this is exciting because we have not had new icons in this game for 7+ weeks. After the Immortals promo, we went straight into Team of the Season, and we've been missing new versions of icons. At least I personally have been. Of course, that's where the leaks already have happened. We've got a Maradona who's coming out, probably going to be 98 rated. And like we were talking about in the stream yesterday, if you guys were there for it, I don't think they're going to position change Maradona into anything super crazy because he's such a big name icon. Like, who would be excited for Maradona at left back? Probably not that many people, but Maradona maybe at striker or right wing or left wing instead of just center attacking mid, maybe center mid. Like, even think for his meta body type build in game. Who would want to use that card anywhere else other than the attack? So I don't think there's going to be that big of a position change on a card like Maradona, but the fact that he could be 98 rated probably will be as one of the biggest names, and ASY is saying the first 98 rated cards are coming during Shapeshifters, especially with those including icons. That is a good start. Like, that's just a good start because it's nice to have icons being back. Hopefully we have some Shapeshifter icon SBCs. Of course, we remember a lot of those SBCs from that time. That's actually what I want to talk about next, is the things that we need to see in SBCs that were lacking from Ultimate TOTS. Sure, we had the KDB, Modric, and Muller, which were great, but the menu grind, right? And what I want to talk about with the menu grind is 82 plus player picks and these crafting upgrades. They're not cutting it anymore. Like, as the store packs get more crazier and better, think about this year. What's the most legendary pack of the year? The 82 times 20. During Team of the Year, were we doing premium upgrades? Premium upgrades were not hype anymore. Even during Team of the Season right now, sure, these crafting upgrades are there, but I have done so few premium upgrade packs over the other weeks of Team of the Season this year compared to other years because it doesn't seem worth it now, and EA keep giving us other better packs like 84 sevens and 85 times 5s, which actually feel like we maybe have a slight chance of packing Team of the Seasons in. Those packs that we get here in the SBCs need to level up as the packs in the store and elsewhere on the game level up as well. We can't be doing premium upgrades here when we have 88 times 11s now in the store that we've not had before in games. And one of the things that Shapeshifters did very good with in FIFA 23 was bringing out SBCs like the 84 times 10. Now, this says repeatable here. I don't remember if this was unlimited repeatable. I don't think it was, especially I'm looking at SBCs here from the first, I think, week of Shapeshifters in FIFA 23. But even if it's an 84-10, 3 times a day. Like, the 84 times 7 that we have right now technically has 10 players in it, but that's not an 84 times 10 because a couple of those players are not even supposed to be 84 plus rated, and they're not 99% of the time. But an 84 times 10 that's even repeatable like 10 times per day, or, you know, something like that. That's what we're looking for. Upgrade packs like that. The 82 times 20, sure, that's a little lower rated maybe for the summertime on this game. But if it's unlimited repeatable, that's fine, right? One thing I want to note here as well from some of the player SBCs that you see, look at the price of these. Zambrata, position change to center mid CDM. That was a card that was very hyped, by the way. 196,000 coins, 94% upvoted. Even the Storgan Hazard card was 73k. Sure, that doesn't appeal to everybody, but he's super duper cheap. Vitinha, PSG striker card, 190,000 coins. This icon, or this not icon, TOTS pack, a 90 plus Brazil, France, Netherlands icon upgrade. The uniqueness of these upgrade SBCs, that's what I'm talking about that we have not seen during Team of the Season. The coolest SBC, apart from player SBCs like the end of an eras during Team of the Season that we have had, the most exciting SBC of almost this entire promo has been the 1 of 15 encore player picks. That's basically a year in review because there's cards in that we could get for Evolutions and then Evo. I've done plenty of those myself, kind of put those on the back burner recently as we've had end of an eras to do, but Team of the Season packs like this, icon packs like this. Wait, this is an icon pack. Yeah, it shows a TOTS logo, but an icon pack like that or a TOTS pack with specific nations and leagues, like just to mix it up. We have a guaranteed TOTS or Shapeshifters team 1 player pick right there. Like, just the uniqueness of the SBC content needs to return during this promo. Sure, we're going to have the daily logins, right? We're going to have the crafting upgrades potentially. We'll still have some 82 plus player picks and stuff like that. Tradable Team of the Week packs. We had actually the TOTS. This is one thing to think about for Team of the Season investing. We had tradable TOTS packs that were released during Shapeshifters, but it didn't hurt the TOTS prices. The TOTS prices actually still went up. We'll talk more about TOTS prices a little bit later in the video, but just the uniqueness coming back to SBCs, this was a nice taste of that. The end of an eras were decent with that as well, but with the upgrade packs, we don't need as many. Like, maybe this is a hot take. We don't need as many upgrade packs. We don't need 85 combos and 84 sevens and 83 14s and this and this and this. If we have one SBC that's like one player, I like the player picks, like an 85 2 of 3 or an 86 plus 2 of 3 player pick for Shapeshifters that's 3 to 4 to 5 times a day. But then we have an 84 times 10 that's unlimited repeatable, maybe a couple weeks in the Shapeshifters. If they dropped an 84-10 unlimited repeatable for Shapeshifters Team 1, even just for the first week, that'd be phenomenal. Like, take away the multitude of SBCs and just give us one really, really good one so that we can rinse and craft and grind that is actually truly repeatable pretty easily, like the 82-20 that we all know and love from Team of the Year. That's kind of what we are looking for in terms of the SBC section there. And then thirdly, evolutions. We have leaks and hopes that evolutions are going to turn up, but guys, I don't know if evolutions have fallen behind the curve as much as they have in terms of how hyped they are for a while. Like, considering how far behind they are right now during Team of the Season. Sure, we've had some good ones and we've got some good stat boosts in here, but when I look at my main team at the moment, there's only one Evo card that really gets into my squad, and it's a Messi card who I feel like I just want to use. Also, because actually that's not true. I do have these two cards down here, but those are a little bit behind the curve too, except for their playstyle pluses. This card right here, man, is just fun to use. That's why I really enjoy him. Would I like him to have higher passing and a 4th playstyle plus? Yes. He can't get a 4th playstyle plus because I think he has too many base playstyles. No, he's got 9. Ooh, actually, I could have put something on him. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Anyways, you know, most of the Evos I feel like right now, unless you're just running a fun team, aren't just good enough because they don't have the intrigue, and they're not great. And we don't have 4 playstyle plus evolutions. Sure, we have the leaks of putting 93 rated cards in, so it looks like Evos are going to improve, and they honestly need to improve. But like, nothing is tangible, nothing is actually out and released yet. One thing I will say is, one thing that's good is take a look at the Ronaldinho price max here. If any of you guys have bought Ronaldinho, you know, and other 93 rated cards that would hopefully be fitting evolution soon, that is a increase in his max price range. Guys, EA actually updated a bunch of price ranges on the market yesterday for a lot of cards, like cards that were being used for coin transfers and stuff like that, but also for 93 rated cards that are probably going to fit evolution soon. So like Dino's old max price was 2.4 mil. If he fits a sick Evo in the next 2 to 3 weeks, his card would maybe even go higher, which means more profit for those who have invested, which is a good thing. And then also, that's just a better chance for him to be maybe fitting into these evolutions and not be extinct on the market. So mostly the reason there that it's good is a profit thing, but the fact that they're increasing the price ranges on a card like this and a lot of other 93 rateds, that's very good for the 93 rated Evos that are out there and hopefully incoming. So make sure you keep an eye on those cards for investments. Those are still some of my favorite options to make coins on right now, is those 93 rated evolution cards. Now, as we kind of say all this and talk about Shapeshifters and how we want it to be better, watch out for leaks, because we're going to start to get a feel for how good this Shapeshifters stuff is actually going to be. Better be today, man. Hey, if you're a leaker watching this video, don't be gatekeeping stuff right now when we're wanting to see Shapeshifters content and we're so curious about it because of the season pass and just wanting to be done with Team of the Season. Don't be gatekeeping this stuff, man. What did I say about this guy, Foot Agent? Shapeshifters Evolution, 93 overall, your card. Yeah, nothing. Radio silence on the leaks for the most part right now in this game. So hopefully the leakers start talking, because we're ready for Shapeshifters, man. That's what I'm saying. So let's kind of end this one off by just doing a little bit of market talk and then looking into the content that's coming today. I know a lot of people are still really interested in buying Team of the Season players for their teams. Guys, I just think right now, I know these cards have maintained their price kind of well. They've been slowly dropping off. Like yesterday, Salah was 1.2, now he's 1.1. Harry Kane was 1.15, now he's 1.05. You see Rafinha's down a bit. Lamin's down a couple 100K. I still don't think you want to hold on to these cards, but if you want to buy one for your team, take the opportunity after Rivals rewards, because there are going to be some price drops on these cards as people open their packs for Ultimate Team of the Season, because some people are still gunning for these cards, even though they are very, very, very difficult to pack. That is one thing I would mention. If you want to buy one for your team, watch during Rivals rewards. There And speaking of SBC fodder, 86s, of course, are not as in demand because the 82 times 20 went away. 86s are now down at 5.5K, but 85s are up crazy, and they are a 100% sell at the moment. 85s and 6s you want to sell before Rivals rewards because they're going to get packed and they're going to drop in price. Same thing, I mean, look at the 90s, man. And the 90s went from 23, 24, even 27,000 coins for some of them, down back to 12K for Harry Kane, 14K for Sam Kerr. So crazy drops there, all because that's how much hype the 82 times 20 could have had because of how much it had during Team of the Year. But speaking of Team of the Season prices on these cards too, Team of the Season cards I believe are like still 22 to 23,000 coins. Actually down a little bit. Interesting. I gotta wonder if people are selling these off a bit and that these are down because it only requires 3, not 4 Team of the Season cards from that TOTS pick, and because I think maybe less people are doing it. I do believe if you want to buy TOTS cards, Rivals Rewards is going to bring another opportunity to invest in a few of those there. But once again, just be careful. EA could supply tradable Team of the Seasons. And once they did supply tradable Team of the Weeks earlier on this year, remember when that investment was very popular? And yes, it did work out well. But Team of the Week prices were held in check pretty well by the 81 plus tradable Team of the Week pack that refreshes every single day. So maybe if they do something like that with Team of the Season in the next 2 to 3 weeks, that could hold TOTS card prices in kind of check as well and not make those as insane of investments. So if you can get TOTS cards out, I know people are selling them for like 25,000 coins. I think that's going to be a great place to like lazy list these cards today, in my opinion, especially if they're higher rated ones. Double check as always on the market what they're selling for each specific card that you may have invested in, but maybe it's a decent time to look into lazy listing those, trying to collect some profits on those before we have content today on Wednesday, or really before Thursday rewards. Now, speaking of content today on Wednesday, not a lot of expectations to be completely honest. Again, most of the hype is probably looking forward into the weekend a bit more, but we should have our last TOTS upgrade pack, which it should be MLS or Saudi, which actually is expiring today, funny enough, because that was the guaranteed pack we had last Wednesday. Maybe they release a rest of the world SBC inside of that too. So watch out for our last TOTS pack there, unless EA have something up their sleeve for Thursday. That would be very interesting to see if they drop this one today and then maybe another one on Thursday. We'll just have to see. Maybe an evolution. I mean, there's no leaks as of right now. Could be a day where we don't get an Evo, but we still are waiting on 2 SBCs. We're waiting for the Flashback Zaha, and we're waiting for the End of an Era Carlitos Vela. So those are the 2 player SBCs that are still out there as well. And speaking of Evos, back on that topic just one more time, we do have an Evo that's expiring today. It's called the Atomic Flea. This one was 100,000 coins, and it did give, let's see, it gave a shooting boost. I was actually looking into this for a couple of Evo cards of mine. Kulusevski goes up to 94. Like, this is not a bad Evo for 100,000 coins. It gives you some decent stats. Maradona was one that people put into this. Gareth Bale was one. He got finesse out of this? No, technical. So, I don't know. If this interests you, 100,000 coins. Personally, for me, my coins have been going up this week because I've not been doing as many paid Evos. And I would like to do Lamine Yamal into an evolution now, but I really would like to get more playstyles on him than that. And I would like to get a low-driven playstyle plus for that Lamine Yamal personally. So there's that. I don't know if there's any cosmetic evolutions that are expiring today. Yeah, the TOTS retros have a couple of days left. A lot of SBCs and even some Evos are expiring on Friday. So that's one thing to kind of watch out for. If there's any last minute TOTS things, especially like the crafting upgrades and stuff like that, they're going away on Friday. So if you do want to if that motivates you to stack some of the crafting packs, to do the grind right now, maybe stack up your other packs and stack those and hold on to those for what is coming after this, which is Shapeshifters. Maybe that's something you kind of hone into as well right now in this game to motivate you a little bit before we get to Shapeshifters. Let's end the pack with one video because I had a Team of the Season pull on yesterday's video. We have an 84-7 from Objectives. Any blues about? Nah. Yesterday I had some pretty midway with blues. Very poor way from the 84x7 upgrades. And that's about par for the course right there. But still, the one caveat I will say about Team of the Season, maybe this is the last time we talk about it in this regard, but 349 Team of the Season cards is kind of crazy. EA went for the quantity over the quality approach this year. 60 TOTS cards in packs, 349 total TOTS packs for me during the entire 7-week, whatever it was, promo. That is a lot. That's definitely a record. I've never packed that many, but I think that's more just a testament to how many TOTS cards were in packs. And I have packed some really good ones. Like if you take a look at my team, the Retegui, the Joao Neves we've packed, of course. The Davies was a really, really good one for us. Packed so many other good ones along the way. Vinny was in there. The Isak card was just recently. So, packing Joao Neves and Retegui, those were the most expensive ones. 1.7 mil both at the time of packing them. That was pretty impressive. So we've had some good TOTS pack pulls for sure. Absolutely don't tone that down at all. But just the quantity over the quality is the feeling of team of the season, to be honest, in terms of the TOTS cards there. And I think that's really driven some people, myself included, to just feel like this TOTS is ready to be over. We're ready for TOTS to be over. Anyways, I'm going to stop yapping. That's the video for today. If you're excited for Shapeshifters, drop a thumbs up on this video. Comment down below if you have any questions. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you guys in a stream today. We'll do the content check-in, maybe get some Rivals games done, try to get rewards, and we'll see what else we can get up to on a Wednesday. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching the videos, even in the tough state of the game sometimes that we are in at the moment. The hills and the valleys, right? Right now, we're in that valley. I'll see you guys in the stream today. Have a great Wednesday. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you there. Peace.